Hello, everyone, and welcome to prom.
Yes.
Calvin is here.
Yep.
Yes.
Hello.
Hopefully, you guys can hear us.
Yep. Hello.
Hello.
Hopefully, you can hear the game. Hopefully, everything's good. We're going to check that out before we get started here. I did a poll before we started and asking people how their prom was. Around 70% of people didn't go to prom.
Nice.
So I'm in the minority.
Wow.
Finally. It's happened.
So
It's happened, homeschoolers.
my spirit animal has always been, even though I've only seen it recently, Orange Host Club. So for me, my prom was just about my date having a good time. Because I could have cared less. Because there were no board games. There was no Bob Dylan.
You didn't even know about board games back then.
Oh, I knew.
And heck, do you remember that time we were walking through the mall just randomly and you just said hi to this girl and her mom? And I was like, after we passed by, I was like, who is that? Because you like never talk to people on purpose. Ever. and you were like, oh, I took her prom. I was like, huh? Who is this woman? I must meet her.
There was a chocolate fountain.
Of course.
Oh, chocolate fondue. It's great.
There was a horse carriage.
Oh, like the one that runs on Front Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the same group.
I've always wanted to do that.
We went to the Lafayette to have dinner.
Nice.
Yep. Ate at the gun room. I didn't get to go to the gun room until I went there with Wave Riders.
Figured out. How many packs? Okay.
Okay.
All right, so Calvin and I have never played this game before. Maggie has played one or two sessions of it. It is basically a mix between a board game and a visual novel, like a dating game. So we're trying to get dates to prom, basically is how it goes.
Okay.
So we're gonna play the first term. And should we do the short game or the full game?
Short game is 70 minutes.
I thought there's only 20 minutes difference, but it's good. I've only played 2 short games, so I don't know how the full game differentiates. It might be just like one more day of activities you get to do or something.
I don't know.
We might be able to do 2 short games. Maybe. I don't know if we could do 2 full ones.
Yeah, 2 full ones might be pushing it a little bit.
Okay.
But we could try 1 full one, I guess.
1 full and maybe a short.
All right. Chat seems full.
Maybe, possibly.
So we'll try full.
Full. Alrighty.
Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. You're in control. You're gonna have to do this part, babe. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. You get to choose first, babe.
All right. I guess I'm choosing by look alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
This has actually no bearing. It's just like your avatar.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She looks fun. Does the name matter?
You can change it. We always customized ours.
Vicky seems okay.
Okay. Push okay. And is it my turn? Hey.
Darn it. I wanted that. Why?
Because we're supposed to be monsters.
Hmm.
If I'm going to do voices, I shouldn't have picked the girl.
I know.
Well, she'll just have a deep voice. Are you the narrator, Meg?
You can be narrator.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left. As we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was cute as she was genocidal. Damien Levy, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a lot of fire. Scott Howell, which is very close to Scott Hall. I know who I'm going after.
Oh my gosh.
A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain and with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt for 20?
No. That means he's like 400 some years old.
Oh, yes. A hipster vampire
400
whose
unknown.
standoffish demeanor hid that he was a truly lovable dork. And Polygeist, that's a pretty great name. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean, soft-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Oh no, I feel like I should be taking notes.
No, you don't have to worry about this.
It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I'd already said, we were young and afraid, and we were ready to start. It rhymed.
Yep.
Young and afraid. That's right.
Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they're rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever trademark will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start.
Yay! Okay, you answered first, babe.
Calvin, are you still there?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm still here. Just fixing one of my lights because my mic was casting a shadow.
All right, I guess I'm first. If you could pick a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realize that all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are superior into super new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. You can't rely on the effectiveness of the curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation for the course of several years. All right. Who has an echo?
Someone has an echo?
I think you need to turn this down because I think you're coming through again on the mic. When I'm talking, I can hear me through your speakers. Can you turn these down?
Okay. My headphones down?
That's my first guess as to what it is.
What hissing sound?
Is that better? Can you say something?
Here, hang on.
Sounded like a whip crack.
He was switching.
Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Is that better?
I don't hear any echo.
It happens when both of you guys talk.
Okay, we'll try it now.
Fixed.
Okay. We'll see. It's my game. You have to choose first, babe. See when it says Vicky up there?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. This is a tough choice.
Oh my gosh!
There's a lot of, like, a lot of different options. I feel like this doesn't cover them all. Although, the middle one, I think, would be... Like, you could never enjoy yourself at a party.
Yeah, but it's so easy to not go to parties.
Yeah, but these are like the happening people. You know, they assume that,
These are high schoolers.
you know, the people in their circles that they would make enemies with would be the kind of people who would go to parties.
That's possible.
The people who don't go to parties, they don't even
You gotta
care
play
about.
this game as if it's you, alright?
All right, well, I really like the idea of waking up and being mauled by a panther.
Oh, you
That'd be
do?
pretty good.
Okay.
That's why he has 2 black house cats.
While Maggie's thinking, I would like to thank
I'm done.
CD Briggs for the 33 months, Star Kid T,
Oh, they're all the same?
Yeah, we all
Darn.
have the answer.
I was hoping to get different ones.
Laughing Coyote subscribed,
Oh, thanks for the subscribe.
and someone gifted a
couldn't
bunch of
hear
subs
Rick.
when we
What did
started
he say?
too. It was Franklin Lowe. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you, Franklin Lowe. Also, thank you, CD Briggs. Twitch Prime, thank you for 33 months. And go with that one.
If you had to have sex with an animal, which animal would it be?
I feel like this game has a starting player bias. I get all the juicy choices.
We
Yeah.
all get the same choice.
Well, but you can't pick one I pick, right?
No, we can all pick the same
No,
one
we
if you
can.
want to.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't lock them out, and it doesn't give you a new option.
A great white shark. If I have to fuck an animal, let's at least make it a story worth telling. A human being, because I'm the kind of douchebag who loves to find loopholes and stupid questions like this one. A swan, they're classy, plus it reminds me of the myth of Leda and the Swan, so at least by bestiality standards, it has a certain chic appeal. I gotta go with number 2.
Great white shark.
No, I was going to go with number 2 as well.
What would be your
'Cause I am that
dream
douche.
first date? A wild party in international waters, art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure, crimes, sweaty and manly wrestling match, a lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon, professional meeting where you charm your date with astonishing business advice, wrestling, baby!
Dang.
Uh,
Experimental enough to give you a seizure. Oh my gosh.
people who went to
I go wrestling too, baby. Oh yeah.
Always be wrestling.
the last Wave Con in Columbus where we watched the Pink Floyd
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
in the that was
I got to sit with
that was amazing.
Paul and Wayne. Best choice ever.
All right, I am first. My
Yep.
smarts are 9, boldness 7, creativity 5, charm 4, fun 3, and money 5.
Okay,
And I get to
so
choose where to go.
the auditorium ups, I think, your creativity. Class ups your smarts. Library ups your money. Outdoors ups your fun, I think. Gym ups your strength. And bathrooms ups your boldness.
The only way I can play either volleyball or wrestling is going to be in the gym. That day, an epic volleyball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm.
Oh, charm.
Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on.
Now do his voice. He's a vampire.
He's a vampire. We're discussing the recent novel, Two Lights. It isn't a novel. It's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes with amazing abs. Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash. I decided to take it ironically. The thing is, there's this human girl with 2 guys who like her, but the guys are part of the 2 enemy human races. The wild, shirtless humans and the mysterious, deep-look giving humans. And it seems these type of humans
Sounds
can't
familiar.
stand each other. Oh, and the deep look giving humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that's actually a lesser known trait of some humans? The thing is, the next movie will release soon, and we're super hyped. Ironically. We can't wait, bro! We need to satiate our hunger for 2 lights. This guy should just be Vince Russo.
This man is definitely a member of the Body Improvement Club.
This is your opportunity to show these two you're well-versed when it comes to satisfying urges. Go for it. Let's cosplay. Let's go shirtless. We should write a nuanced play based on it. Totally not fanfic.
So one of these usually lines up with one of your stats, and one of them usually lines up with another one of your stats. So you usually want to try to click whichever one is like the highest. But in this case, it probably also goes to which guy you're going to be talking to.
You're giving me far too much information.
I'm giving it to you both.
I choose by the gut.
Okay.
Whoa, that's awesome! But who should be who? I mean, the shirtless one turns into wolves, which is kind of a relatable thing for me, you know? And if that means showing my bod, well, I guess I'm an expert when it comes to staring mysteriously at people. Yeah, perfect team play! I can lend you some glitter. I've got tons of it when I make cheering signs. Seems that if you ask politely, you can get anyone to go shirtless. Who knows? You might end up being a true 2 Lights fan. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness.
Nice. Okay. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point, there are like 300 people. Someone summons
Is there even
demons
300
from a nightmare
students?
dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun.
Nice.
Later, you're minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting, just as you're about to approach her. There you are, Polly. I've been following a scent. The scent of betrayal. What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe.
Despicable.
Polly, I know we're best bros, and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. No, you didn't, because ghosts don't have a scent. Maybe not to a normal person, but to a werewolf can smell anything, and ghosts smell like algebra and global warming. Right. Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling? Ooh. I might just steal Scotty away from you.
Don't you do it. I'll German you.
Ooh, a riding a van? Can I stick my head out the window? Oh, I've got this, boy. I've got a van in high school. Of course, anything to cheer up my best buddy. You hop in the van to get on the case of the ghost smells. Scott opens a bag of raw bones and begins swallowing them whole. Don't mind me, I just brought some Scott snacks. Zoink, Scott, those look delicious. If I could digest uncooked marrow, I totally would. But as it is, Polly settles for lighting up a Polly snack and getting the whole van baked. You round up the day by tearing a human's face off to reveal that he was actually a spooky skeleton all along, just as you suspected.
That's
Oh
great.
boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was fun. It's nice to let my tongue wag in the breeze. Can we go on another car ride soon? Huh? Can we? Sure, bud. Anytime a prank goes wrong, anytime you want. The distraction worked like a charm, and you even got away with it. Thanks to a lack of meddling kids, you gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. And that's me.
Now, I didn't remember at all what you said about what all of these places do.
It's random.
No, it's not.
Is it? Sounds good to me.
We're basically playing RuneQuest.
Okay. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and aspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You notice Liam and Scott having a discussion.
Damn, Scott gets around.
Scott looks confused and Liam looks bored, which means they're probably having an argument. Look, not that I care, but aspiring to be a professional sports star is both impractical and passé. Wait, you don't care? But you walked all over here just to tell me that? Plus, don't you want to be like a professional magnetic ibuprofen? Mimetic influencer. Try to keep up. But how does one of those guys earn money? Mimetic influence don't earn money, Scott. We earn cultural capital. Oh, okay. How much cultural capital does a sandwich cost? I can see that I'm not getting through to you. Hey you, could you explain to this cretin my career path is objectively the best? Yeah, and also, could you explain what a cretin is?
Well, you can win Civilization 5 through a cultural victory, so...
That's true.
You got high smarts.
I don't know. Do I need to, like, improve my skills, or...
I mean,
is this
hopefully,
opportunity
yeah.
to use the skills that
I think at this point you're basically just choosing who you want to like kind of get with. But either way, you should be gaining as much skills as possible. Are we all gonna go after Scott?
Best career.
Hey, do the reading!
Whoa, artists do that? I always thought uniforms were designed by the same person who designed my studly pecs. God.
God.
Liam,
Look at his
are
face.
you a god? Well, Scott, God is dead. But so am I. So essentially, yes. So cool.
They're both pretty
Wonder
great.
how long it will take for Scott to figure out Liam isn't actually a god. In the meantime, you gain +2 creativity and +1
Oh,
smarts.
so you got Liam to like you there. Okay, so in order to decide who goes next first, you can either do it by challenge or random.
Everyone choose an animal. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Hawk.
Tiger.
Otter.
Player order is decided by how strongly you want to avoid eating the selected animal. Start debating now.
What was it, hawk? I mean, it'd be like having turkey. That wouldn't be too bad. Tigers have a lot of meat, but they're a predator.
Pretty sure eating a tiger is
And
illegal.
otters are the cutest.
Yeah.
And you can't eat something that cute.
I would eat an otter before I'd eat a tiger. They eat fish, right?
I mean, rabbits are cute.
I have already eaten
They eat
otters
lots of
in a
things.
video game.
Mostly crustaceans.
So you get to choose. You can either choose random if you can't decide, or you get to set the order, babe.
No, I get the power.
Yeah, based on how we argue.
I see. Random.
Ha, okay.
Woohoo! Great. Nothing changed.
Dang it, I've never gotten to go first at lunch.
Week 1, noon.
Okay,
Ooh, I
so
can choose where to
this
sit.
cat person is like a shop where you can buy things at in the middle. I don't know who that bottom left person is.
Well, I have 5 money. I gotta get over here before Maggie does. I can't choose where I sit, just like at the table.
Guess not.
Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien! Do Damien! Grrr. I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. You sound exactly like him. Okay. You do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart, and my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I am a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work.
I think you did great.
I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now. Okay, what about Vicky? Got any good impressions? It's just one, but it's a real doozy. Woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who's bad at impressions.
Oh.
Look at me, I'm Polly. Look at me go. These are both bad. I do not talk like that. Yeah, you do. You talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe, but why is she running around the cafeteria rubbing her butt in everyone's lasagna? Because she's twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even an impression of me? Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagnas right now? Fine, out of my way. While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic.
Oh my.
Splatoony Looney, subscribed. Thank you. We hope you are safe and well as
So
well.
I can't sit at that table now.
Aha, gotcha.
Dang it. At least I can block Calvin. I have no idea what. Who is she? I can't remember. Aha! You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand. Stop. This is the cool people table, where only cool people are allowed. I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera? Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if he wants to sit with us, he is going to have to prove he's as cool as we are. But without, trying to prove it. Trying is so cool. So, what's it gonna be?
What a dilemma.
Ooh. Do I have $50?
You have 5 money.
How much money is this?
You have 5 cash.
5 cash.
Okay, you're cool. What? Money can't buy coolness? Really? Let me consult my list of things money can buy. Let's see. Ore, organs, obedience, and there it is. Coolness. Why is coolness on the O section of your list? Because it's not a real list. I pretended there was a list in order to fuck with you. Okay, that's pretty cool. Speaking of cool, while I can't currently accept cash for campaign finance reasons, I will remember this favorably in the future. Perhaps I'll call on you later for other favors. You hope those favors are sexual in nature, but you don't say that because that is not a cool thing to say.
All right. What can you buy in this game?
A lot of weird stuff. Like, I think there's stuff that ups your stats, but then there's also, like, apparently you can join, like, a secret cult, and just, there's lots, like, weird things that you unlock that you can, like, buy.
Cool. Okay, let's do that.
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats. Shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures. Some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look.
Fake badass tattoo. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. a sexy fake Latin accent. Too poor for this. Motivational poster. Oh. Literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes in it.
You do have 5 cash. I was right.
Yep, it's 5. So once you spend
I'm
it,
selling a corpse.
you lose it.
Those glasses look a little like Macho Man glasses.
Ooh.
It's true.
There's also some events.
Is that just the corpse? Go back to the corpse.
Where, this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. If it's not, I'm trying to dispose of it.
I love how uninterested she is when talking about the corpse.
Hype station? Darn. Well, since you made the reference to
The Macho Man.
the Macho Man, Randy Savage, gotta buy those.
Okay. Random then?
Yes!
Oh!
You have 0 money now.
To
Yep.
get more money, I think you go to the library.
Good. That day, you spend some time in the library PCs, managing your start kicker. You decide lots of people with a sensationalist.
Oh, you deceive.
You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain
Whoa.
100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover the costs, and you keep only 2.
Wow, wow.
Later that night, you head out to the club with Polly and Liam. Using your fake IDs, also known as Polly's boobs, you have no problem getting in the door. The real trouble begins when you get to the bar and Polly starts teasing Liam.
I'm telling you, boy, you've got no game.
And I'm telling you that I reject the ludic sexual paradigm underlying your assertion.
All I'm saying is that if you're really as cool as you act all the time, you should have no problem getting digits from that gender intermediate locust swarm down at the end of the bar.
Well, of course I could, if I wanted to. But you see, the key to my allure is that I don't want anything. Sounds to you like Liam's just scared. You decide to go over there and show them both how it's done by. Coating yourself in insect pheromones. Don't go after people. Make people go after you. Dancing so hard that you separate into a cloud of locusts.
So he's got the Orange Cassidy gimmick.
Yeah.
I think I know which one Liam would go for.
You pull out the spray bottle of locust sex pheromones that you keep just for such occasions. You spritz it all over your most intimate areas. The hot young locusts swarm at the other end of the bar immediately takes notice.
How's it hot? How's it young?
You just know. You can tell. You can tell by the buzzing. You talk all night about your hopes and dreams. It turns out the locust swarm wants to be a veterinarian. When you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom, Liam catches you by the arm. Hey, not that I care or anything, but do you think you could loan me some of that locust sex pheromones? No reason. Looks like Liam's got a fetish. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts.
Nice.
Ooh my.
Oh, so the shop's there, huh?
Yeah. Good old Vicky. What's it gonna be today?
You've got new stuff.
A bag of
Is that
regular
cocaine?
That's literally cocaine.
Good old cocaine. In these times of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, cocaine has become the new vanilla of drugs. Ugh.
Ew.
A tampon used by the former prom queen, you know, for good old blood rituals or in case you're just a creep with an unhealthy obsession. Don't even dare ask me how I got this.
Ugh.
gift that keeps on
I
giving.
love how it's. I love how it's actually advertised as bad tattoos. Like on the packaging.
What you gonna go for, babe?
It's only $1. I kind of want this corpse.
You kind of want the corpse.
It unlocks some sort of an event.
Have a good one.
All right. You're broke now too.
Damn.
Okay. What's my creativity at? Sucks. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose plus -3 years of life. Is the end of their deal. But who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. You see hordes of your classmates running away from Vera and Scott. They're all screaming,
Spoilers!
have you seen the latest episode of Detective Wereweasel? Wereweasel finally exposed the cartel's entire operation. I did! It was so exciting! I peed on Grandma's carpet! I know, right? And the cartel's organizational structure is so cool. I took so many notes. But last night was the last episode. I was so sad I peed on Grandma's carpet! Well, why don't we start our own TV show? We'll make it better than Wereweasel. Better than Wereweasel? Is that even possible? We're the perfect team. I have money, and you're the gullible target audience. Gorgona Film Studios requires your ideas. Scott Gorgona Film Studios? He's not as dumb as he looks. We'll talk about that later. Right now, I need ideas. Okay, when the Mafia threatens to close his gym, an ugly-ass Nosferatu must expose the Syndicate to save the only place that gets him to do his reps. Chile, 1985. When Pinochet floods the market with black cocaine, a courageous drug dealer becomes a private eye to blackmail Pinochet and save her coke labs. I'd watch that one. His gym? How could they do that to him? Nosferatus across the globe are struggling to get swole. Would you say that this is a sensitive issue for your demographic? Gym is always a sensitive issue. Good. I can sell the shit out of sensitive. Finally, the world will understand the struggles of buff Nosferatus everywhere. Hooray! Vera writes a pilot and hires vampire bodybuilder Vlad the Gym Paler to play the leading role.
Oh my
You
gosh.
gain +3 money as an advance for your creative work. I got money.
You ate money.
I'll go buy expensive crap.
Oh, something happens
Yes.
to Envy.
Something happened to me. Weekend time. You're with Miranda, Liam, Vicky, and Depression in Liam's apartment. Because tonight is game
Oh
night.
yeah!
Damien and Scott are late. How surprising. Ring.
Hey guys! You brought a friend. We hope it's okay, Liam. She's totally cool and into board games. Her name is Olga.
You do realize we can all see that's a huge owlbear poorly disguised as a high schooler, right?
Rude!
Yeah, Liam. You don't see us accusing you of being a huge owlbear poorly disguised as a high schooler.
Oh my gosh.
Scott is technically right. We haven't done that. Therefore, I feel inclined to trust him.
Whatever. Can we play some games?
Heck yeah!
Before you even try, no. Miranda, we're not playing your version of Risk where you start with a huge underwater empire. It didn't sound funny, and it turned out to be completely unfunny. What about... No, not werewolf either. We won't play that until you learn you're the werewolf only when you get the werewolf card, and not just always.
Right. We should totally play.
Not Cards Against Monster Kind, Damien. It requires no strategy nor skills aside from making vulgar jokes. We get it. You like it because it's totally wrong.
This guy's just me.
Today, yeah. Today we're enjoying a refined and complex Euro game. And you know it's Eurogame because we'll spend more time learning the rules than actually playing. It's called Chess 2. It includes deception, dice, deck building, an auction system, dozens of figurines, and hexagonal tile
Oh
placement.
my gosh.
After 3 hours of learning the rules and an extra hour for proper setup, you start playing. But it isn't long before Olga starts wreaking havoc and destroying everything.
Yay! This is not nice.
Okay, brace yourselves.
Olga might actually be a wild owlbear disguised as a high schooler. We thought it would be cool to sneak a wild owlbear into game night because of reasons.
Look at his
Sorry.
face.
I thought it would be super nice and inclusive for owlbears. My apartment, my beautiful, whimsical, or minimalistically decorated apartment is being destroyed. Also, is she somehow winning? She is. You need to save game night, but how will you subdue a wild owlbear? The only logical way seems to be by beating her at chess 2, but she's kind of super good at it. It will take 2 proficient tabletop gamers to beat the owlbear.
Oh, dang it. You're gonna choose Rick.
You know you kick ass, but which of your friends is also amazing at tabletop games?
I beat Rick all the time.
It's true.
Only versus you, though. Versus everyone else, he always wins.
That's false. That's Rick rules. You know this. Rick rules.
Hey, if he's making the rules, then he can win, right? Join forces with Vicky, and together you are not very good, actually.
Well,
What the heck are you doing?
That doesn't seem like a smart strategy. And I'm pretty sure those tokens you're using aren't even from this game. You're like really, really bad.
Okay, so according to this card you drew, now you and Vicky have to roam the forest in search of 3 golden berries.
That's weird. There aren't any forest tiles in chess 2.
No, I'm pretty sure it means roaming the actual forest in search of 3 actual golden berries.
Ha! Lame! The rules are the rules. Envy, Vicky, please leave my house and go roam the forest.
no.
You spend the rest of the night looking for those stupid golden berries. It is anything but fun. You and Vicky hear the distant laughter of your classmates, and you both lose boldness and
Oh
fun.
my gosh. Look who has only 1 boldness.
I only have 2 fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I only have 2 money.
Everyone choose a celebrity. Say your choice out loud.
Bruce Campbell.
I'm waiting for you, Calvin, to see if you pick him or if I pick him.
Him.
Calvin.
Keanu Reeves.
Damn it.
Did you?
No.
Were you?
No, Tom Cruise.
Okay. Yeah, I knew.
Play order is decided based on.
Well, we know
how
Tom
likely
Cruise
it
is part of a cult.
Secretly
It's
part of a
not
cult.
secret.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
first.
No. Hey,
All right, so between Bruce Campbell and
Bruce Campbell is part of the Evil Dead cult fan base.
Bruce Campbell is pretty
I
cult.
He's a cult classic. That's how part of a secret cult he is.
That's not a cult, though.
He's cult classic. Cult's in the name. You can't declare that for Keanu Reeves.
Do you have anything, Calvin? Wow. Maggie had to go upstairs and check something. So you win by default.
Yes! Rick rules. I love it. Week 2, morning.
All right. What can I do with my corpse? What if I can do something with it outdoors? Maybe I can
How do you gain
play
fun?
basketball with it. I don't know. I need some fun.
I need some boldness.
Oh, more dodgeball. Amidst the battle, you spot your fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw the ball at herself. You explain to her that there are many ways that you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing, and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off screen. And +2 charm. While doing all that, you've been carrying your newly acquired corpse as if it were totally a normal thing to do. But some people seem to think otherwise. Oh no, it's the foremost hateful people in school. Why are you carrying a corpse, idiot? Psst, what a shameful display of distaste. Yeah, what a noob. Carrying around corpses is for noobs. Oh, a corpse. I love corpses. Also, I'm super drunk. Okay,
Middle
the
of the
three most
day.
hateful people in school, and Polly.
Polly's wonderful.
As the school's social elite, we disapprove of this. I'm the head of the hierarchy, so I can condone such stupidity under our domain.
Oh my gosh.
In the taste of the hierarchy, I don't appreciate such pervile use of a corpse. Also, lesser known fact about corpses, they smell. I'm the fist of the hierarchy, and I want to punch you because punching people is what I do! I'm Polly. Also, I'm super drunk, so whatever Barrett says. Yikes, despite your disregard for stupid social conventions and school hierarchies, you feel the urge to please them. Maybe that's because that's what this game is about. When you bought this corpse, you totally thought it was a fashion accessory, and that you were absolutely not just trying to dispose of a body. But now you're starting to feel that they might have fooled you. No time to lose. How can you convince them that the corpse is actually a very hot fashion accessory? Trivia. Facts about fashion accessories. Most of them are worn on your head. Quick, put the corpse on your head. Shallow social creatures respond only to status. Rip the brand logo off the most high-end accessory you own and put it on the corpse.
You got 9 smarts, 6 boldness. Ooh.
Your creativity is not high.
No, it's not. You can do this.
I think we're gonna go with the second one. I probably don't own.
You got
That's-
0 money.
Yeah, that's what you have 0 money.
Oh.
Yep.
Dang
Wait,
it.
look. The corpse is actually a McDonald's? Damn, you're so poor. Your best piece of clothing is actually a McDonald's bag. You sometimes use as a hat. So you were going to eat this corpse?
Oh no.
Disgusting.
Oh, you made him happy.
Fast food companies, am I right? They're always finding new toys. Give me that. Damien takes the corpse off and bites its arm. Chews for a while. You're completely right. It is disgusting. No seasoning and super dry. I bet it's not even gluten-free. So immoral. I always suspected Vicky was into fast food and
Asia.
necrophagia.
Necrophagia.
You have poor eating habits written all over your face. Still drunk! So they leave you alone with your corpse. This is the worst day ever. Also, Damien was right. The corpse is kinda unseasoned and dry. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm. I have
Oh,
0
no.
fun.
No.
You were 0
That
and
was
2
all of your fun.
stats. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I should have worn it on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your money's pretty low too. Oof. If you go to the bathrooms, it's a shop right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you can get the gift that keeps on
You can
giving
get
or the tampon.
Weirdo.
Oh, dang it, I can't go anywhere else?
Nope.
That sucks.
Well, that sucks. So how do you increase your boldness?
You go to the bathroom when the shop's not there.
Well, how do you know if the shop's
There's a
there?
little cat face on it over here on the bottom
Yeah, there's a little picture of her.
where you clicked. Or if you click there. I'll go to class. I mean, it is high school. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts.
PvP Boss Matt gifted 10 subs. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, PvP Boss Man.
Vera's giving an informative presentation today in speech class. It's called Why Everyone But Me is a Trash Person Who Deserves Scorn. Scott, we must help make sure Vera's speech is a success. Why? Isn't there a speech about how we're all really bad and dumb? Because Vera is our friend, Scott, and friendship is the greatest treasure of all. Also, my parents owe money to her father. Oh yeah! Yeah, okay. This calls for some good old-fashioned cheerleading. Cheerleading, yes! But how does one cheerlead? It's simple, you just... Oh no, I don't know how to explain it with words. Somebody, help me do words good. You think if you give Scott a sensible suggestion, it might just stop this from getting any stupider. So you tell them both to... Oh, I want to know how many people Scott kills to build this pyramid. Oh, that sounds great. Yes. No! But how shall we construct this pyramid of which you speak? Easy, just follow my lead. Scott tries to climb onto Miranda's shoulders, but instantly crushes her beneath his manly bulk. Miranda's bodyguards burst through the room. They shoot 8 students before Miranda can crawl out from under Scott and stop them. The teacher cancels class for the day so that you can mourn your dead. Thanks a lot, you utter clowns. Now I'll have to redo my lecture. I'll be adding a special section about you 3. The special section turns out to be utterly devastating. You lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. Dang it.
Wow. Everyone choose an object. Pinball machine.
Spring.
Shopping bag.
How useful the selected object would be as you only belong on a deserted island. I'm pretty sure you could use a pinball machine as a raft if you emptied it out.
Well,
Do you remember how heavy that thing is?
Straighten a spring and use it as a tool.
You guys, a bag. A bag. You can even carry water in this thing.
A plastic bag?
A shopping
Walmart
bag.
bag?
No, not a Walmart bag. I didn't say Walmart bag.
Shopping bags are so flimsy. Like, if you put anything heavy or
Oh
sharp
yeah,
in them,
how
it
many
just goes
IKEA
right
bags have
through.
you stolen from Mom because they are so strong?
You could
I haven't stolen any. I bought my own.
Exactly.
And those are IKEA bags,
Exactly.
not Walmart bags.
you can litter the bag and hope that environmentalists come and try to take you away.
Yeah. I think I should go first.
Let's run a poll.
Poop back. Shopping bag can be used in the evaporation method to get water. They are entirely correct.
Yes, but there's more efficient glass and stuff like that. that
Yes,
you
they
can
could
use
use
out
a
of the pinball machine.
spring. 2 minutes? Oh, 1 minute.
Poll!
I'm gonna vote for myself! music's good, isn't it?
Also, a pinball machine has many springs in it already.
I know.
Yeah, but if you disassemble it, it's no longer a pinball machine.
I mean, if you're in a desert island, what else are you gonna do? Besides, a pinball machine would like break instantly. Need to vote. Maggie.
I mean, you
should
couldn't
go
play it.
first.
It's got no
Vote.
power.
If you had a solar panel, it could.
Or a mechanical pinball machine. Do those take power?
Yeah.
I voted for myself, so we're good. Quit voting for Rick and Calvin!
Alright. Looks like Maggie wins. Oh, who got second, though? Calvin. Alright. So, Maggie, Calvin, Rick. Week 2. Noon.
Finally, I get to go first at lunch. Oh, who the heck is that guy? I don't know, but this is my table. Oh, look.
It's a tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
It could be the Tiger King.
You find Scott and Damien immersed in their favorite mobile game, Pokemon's Go, based on the classic Pocket Humans. My Reginald
Pokemans.
Bosworth uses income tax audit. Oh no! My Lindsay Roberts never saves receipts. It's super effective. Haha! And now for the finishing blow. Wait, what? Reginald contracted lymphoma? Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 99 emotional damage to him and his loved ones. Woo! I win again! Why are you Pokemon so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make the most smoked cigarettes and live next to toxic waste dumps, obviously. Maybe you should stop that. Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match. What are you two nerds doing? Nerding around? Nerd up, nerds! Whoa, Scott, is that you? We didn't recognize you under all that nerdery. What are you doing playing a dumb video game for stupid babies? But Pokemans isn't dumb, it's cool because... No way is Scott gonna come up with anything. But if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien.
The second one is very funny.
Yeah.
No way! I didn't know the future of Pokemon's Go! It's
Pokemans.
He's just gonna grab some... I forget the accent I just did for this guy. And... You snatch Damien's phone, heft it in one hand, and fling it across the cafeteria. Hey, my phone! What the dick was that for? Yeah, someone threw something, I'll get it! Oh, he's a puppy! Whoa, bro, check it out, the perfect spiral on that throw. That's technique right there. Let's all install Pokemans in our phones right now, and then throw our phones at each other. The wolf pack bound off to play full contact phone tag. Scott soon returns with Damien's phone in his mouth. Damien's phone is pretty much destroyed, but Scott is so happy to be playing fetch with you. Oh, you know he is. He likes me. I'm gonna date with that boy.
Well, I have a corpse.
What?
Well, I have a corpse.
When you arrive at their table, you find that Polly and Liam aren't eating. They're just taking pictures of their food.
Welcome to the don't need to eat, so we just take dope food pics zone, baby.
We believe that food, like children, should be seen and not tasted.
Like children. I agree with that, Liam.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever tasted a baby?
Have you?
I don't know, maybe. My weekends are usually kind of a blur, like last Saturday.
There will be plenty of time to chronicle your sexploits later, Polly. Right now, you need to focus on these food pics. While Liam and Polly were busy bantering, you busily arranging a dope food pic of your own. And now to complete your masterpiece.
So meta.
Oh my god,
You already know
yes!
she's a drunk.
I love a liquid lunch.
Wait, but you don't eat or drink. That's why I allowed you at my extremely cool food pick table. How do you even drink liquor?
Duh, I make a live person drink it and then I possess them and suck the drunkenness out of them, obviously.
I suppose that's not too terribly dissimilar to how I get drunk. But why? Why put ketchup on the whiskey bottle?
So it counts as food? You can't just drink a bottle of whiskey without ketchup on it for lunch. That wouldn't be a meal.
Ah. You can't argue that logic, nor do you want to, because then how would you justify getting drunk at lunchtime?
You can go talk to the Tigger.
Yep. You're about to take the first bite of your delicious cafeteria lunch when Coach appears out of nowhere.
Do Tony's voice. You can do it.
We're going.
Stop! You can't eat that. You're not warmed up yet. Do you want to strain your jaw, sprain your esophagus, pull your intestines? Thought I taught you kids better than this. Come on, stand up. Let's get your food on. You look disappointed. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll let you choose your workout. We got two options. Playing with your food, specifically playing football with your food. An absolutely ridiculous number of push-ups.
Ooh, maybe one of those will give you money or fun.
Monster after my own heart. Let's push up. You and Coach drop to the floor and embark on a
It's a thingy.
kinesiological journey from which there was no return. Within minutes, your mind is a push-up filled void. Within the hour, you have left your body. You die. You meet God. He's impressed by how many push-ups you can do. You made the right choice. You go back to your body so you can do more push-ups. You realize it's not your body you're pushing up, but that of the entire world. It seems like centuries, but only 90 minutes have passed when you regain consciousness, enlarged in spirit and in biceps. You gain +4 boldness.
Oh yeah!
Vicky ripped.
That sounds like what Calvin and Don did that one time, remember?
Yeah.
Everyone choose something bad. Candyland.
Tom Cruise.
Bug, wet socks.
How likely it is for humankind to perish due to the selected thing.
Wet socks.
Perish.
Perish.
you're
Like if you get
getting a little ahead of
frostbite and
yourself.
die and your feet
I don't know whether you
work.
heard, but Tom Cruise is going to be on the International Space Station. They do all kinds of experiments up there. He'll probably bring about the end of the planet.
Candyland has been destroying and will continue to destroy our children for generations. It will eventually bring about entropy in the end of the world.
You know, Rick's in control of this thing, and he feels pretty strongly about Candyland. It's probably gonna be Candyland. So if I vote for Candyland as well, maybe he'll make me second place. Hurry up, babe.
Poll.
Urban.
That works too. Yes.
Dang it.
Alrighty. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness.
Wait, don't go anywhere yet. I have to call this phone number.
What?
No,
Huh?
it doesn't have an area code, so it'll just be something local in our area.
Darn. Never mind.
I already looked that up.
But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on Instagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos. Infinite Taupe. It's also probably why I have only 6 Instagram followers. but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of the air conditioning duct.
Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're a part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know what it's called? Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, it's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Instagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password of his account, so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do?
Use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes. Pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam on Instagram.
You have too money. Oh, man.
Oh yes, solving problems with money is my family's specialty. Unfortunately, Father canceled my royal credit cards after I had all those land ponies shipped to our underwater castle and they drowned. But I'm sure you have enough money to accomplish this feat.
You totally don't. You decide to cut costs of hiring goats instead of people. But goats don't have thumbs or smartphones. So instead of having them follow you on Instagram, you must have them follow him in real life. Where did all these goats come from? Get them away from me! They ate my cashmere phone cozy! This is madness! Exit Liam, pursued by goats. This is a terrible idea, and also goats are still pretty expensive.
Oh no.
You lose 2 creativity and 1 money.
You got even less money. Okay. I got so much money.
She's at the outdoors, the shop.
I know, but... Oh, check out that bum. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense that both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting a part of your charm against the part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She is now a bit less fabulous. Scotty! Oh yeah! Later, you hear an unmistakable growling that can only mean one thing. Intergalactic lions have broken through space and devoured one of the smaller, weaker students. No, wait! It's just the wolf pack. Guess it could have meant 2 things. For the last time, this is a bromance or a bro treason, broski.
I guess he's meant to be so.
You're my teammates and my family, and I'm not trying to be bad Scott, but this is the 3rd month in a row you've missed our full moon bro down. We've got together and practiced a wolf pyramid and then helped each other inject sheep steroids. We played flip cup with lamb's blood spiked with natty ice. Ah! Oh! Oh!
You need to make him Vince Russo.
Natural light and
What?
Smirnoff ice.
Said you need to make him Vince Russo.
I don't know what Vince Russo sounds like. Tell me.
He says bro every other word, and he sounds like he's from Brooklyn.
I can't do Brooklyn. That all sounds really nice, but I already had plans. I don't really want to let people down. Bro, you're like a wolf, and you're with the wolf pack. Are you with one of those other monsters? Oh damn, you're one of those other monsters? You better do something. Dang it. Dang it. I know he loves fetch,
It's true.
but is it playing fetch or is it playing fetch with me?
I don't know.
Loki, you don't want this.
What did you... Oh, I see.
He's trying to eat my oatmeal.
Gosh, I don't know what to do. Dang it! Bro, really? You think a little game of fetch is really gonna work on us? Because it will! We love fetch! Scott! Not now, bro! Play it cool, play it cool! You hold up the headless kitten squeaky toy you always keep on hand, just in case. Immediately, you are tackled by 5 wolves. It turns out the 5 wolves is something you are no match for, strength-wise. The wolf packs scramble over each other, feet, paws, hands, tails, all colliding against each other and against you. Give it here! Give it here! Give it here! I got it! Way to go, bro! But you're not gonna keep it. The wolf pack chases after Scott. They seem to be having an amazing time. Why did you think encouraging a bunch of dog jocks to play fetch together would make you seem like a good alternative? You lose 2 charm and 1 creativity.
Aw.
Dang it!
I would have been strong enough for
I
them.
feel like the only way to
What?
gain any of your traits is to go places, and then you immediately just lose other traits.
No, that's just if you play bad like we are. Like, seriously, the first game that I played, I did not mess up a single one, for some reason.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Doesn't sound very nice. But who's really the one to blame if they respond to such blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money.
Oh yeah.
You find Scott sadly holding an open bottle of power sludge, the food-like elixir that gets you ripped. Bro, this protein shake in a bottle is gross. I don't even know what most of these ingredients are. Flabogravin? Abercrombie? Kale? Plus it tastes like butt, not a stranger's butt, which is an exciting thing to smell, but a gross butt from the butt of swamp. I can't just toss it though, I already opened it, and coach is always saying I gotta finish when I start. Bro, help me find something to mix into this power drink that'll make me buff and taste good. Make the drink taste good, I mean. I don't need to taste good. I think I taste fine. Try this Valve Genie Sweat. I stole it from a genie. Good thing I brought these grape-flavored steroids.
Oh, it's so hard to know.
I would say steroids might get him kicked off the team, but it sounds like he was taking steroids before, so... I'll go with that.
Oh,
Whoa,
no.
bro, not cool.
Oh, your fun is 0.
Can't believe you think I'd be into something like this. But you were. You were taking them in the last scene.
He wasn't.
He was.
He wasn't taking steroids.
No, it was like... Yes.
None of us are getting dates.
After all the time we spent together at this school, you think I'm that kind of guy? Who likes grape?
Look at his face. He looks
Aw,
so
grape
pissed.
is grape is
Gross.
great.
Go give your nasty purple chemicals to someone else. Not cool. Your supply of delicious grape steroids are a little consolation after that rejection. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun.
Ooh,
The negatives.
Negative fun. How are you going? Oh no. How?
Ugh. Alrighty. You're contemplating which of your classmates is worse at extended metaphors when the answer to your question comes wandering up. Hey, Envy! You're really great at understanding how sports works, right? You sure aren't. Well, I happen to be putting together a sports team to do sports stuff as a team. I'm trying to figure out who should be on it. Let's call this team Team Scott. And Team Scott wants the extra players to make the team stronger. And to snuggle and eat biscuits and go to prom with.
What?
To win at sports. The sport of
The
life.
gasp.
They should be good at, all the things that matter in sports. Running, catching, obeying the referee, listening, communication, teamwork, love, affection, kindness. So what do you think? Depression
Aw.
or Vicky?
Uh,
For the sports team, which is what I've been talking about this whole time. Obviously.
oh my gosh.
Poor Calvin, I thought this was for him.
I have all the power. What do I choose? I feel like the last 2 times that depression has talked got, it has never gone well. So I feel like that bad taste is gonna be stuck in his mouth.
You mean like the grape taste that Vicky tried to give him?
We can play fetch with my corpse.
To be honest, I
true.
thought that's where the corpse was gonna come in at. That you were gonna win Scott at the last minute with a corpse.
The corpse also might come back to life and become Sir Daniel Fortescue.
Really screw somebody over.
I'm a great team player. And just think about all the cute little shadow wolf babies.
Yeah, but you have much higher stats than both of us. So I feel like
Are you trying to cock block me? Oh my gosh, my own
I
brother.
feel like I should try to.
Look at his face. Fine, go with Vicky. I bless this mess.
I mean, you're not trying to, like, change my mind.
Do it,
I
Calvin!
just did.
Huh?
Nothing. You're gonna choose whatever you like.
Yes.
Huh? I didn't say that. I said I want someone on my sports team. The sports team of being in love with me, but still. But thank you for the suggestion. It's been taken into consideration while assembling the team. For prom. And the rest of our lives. I will definitely be sending you a save the date to the playoffs of the sports team, which is what I'm asking about. Wink. Wow. Is he adorable or what? You're welcome, Vicky. Boy, did we help snag you a cue. And as for envy, you gain +2 charm. Yay, I did a thing! In a trait that I don't super need much more help in.
Well, I hope he becomes a professional sports star and has money. 'Cause I have debt.
You don't automatically get him.
Alright, I
You
need...
need some more fun.
I do. Where do I go for fun?
Outdoors, I think.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small magician...
Magical.
Magical Latino cat.
At one point, Juan, the small magical Latino cat, slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
That's horrible.
You notice Scott sitting thoughtfully by a half-dug hole. It's not like him to leave a hole half-dug. You ask him what's up. It's not about what's up. It's about what's down and how down it is. I mean, I'm giving 110% of these holes. Just like Coach always says, 110% is only 50% of 220%. I mean, look at this. I can barely fit in this hole. And there's only one of it.
Aw.
Can you please help me figure out a way to dig more and better holes? Think this is why God invented dynamite. Remember my friends, the mole people. They're great at digging. They definitely don't secretly run the government.
Yeah, but dynamite you have to throw.
Yeah, and he'll just grab it.
Yeah, he'll just chase after it.
I hope this works. Oh. No.
No.
You blow a whistle made of a mysterious bone-like substance and the mole people appear beneath your feet. You're about to introduce Scott to your friends when... Hey, 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 hey! What are these animals doing in my yard? This is my yard, mine! I peed on it, so it's mine! Get away, you animals! Stay away from my precious bones! The mole people, disgusted by this territorial display, return to their underground kingdom. You may have set back the monster mole people relations by decades with that little faux pas. You lose 2 charm and 1
no.
smart. No.
Oh man.
All
None of
right.
us are gonna get dates.
Creativity, boldness. I do need more boldness. way there, you run into Mamimi of the Oni Girl. Mamimi the Oni Girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check out the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness?
Nice.
Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gained +2 boldness. Thanks, Mamimi. And proceed to the bathrooms. After you finish doing your business, you hear a commotion in the next stall. It'd be polite to just ignore it and move on. Unfortunately, a cave troll taught you manners. So you kick the door open. Miranda and Liam are huddled around some bathroom graffiti, and they seem confused. Maybe it's the password to a highly exclusive event?
But what if people aren't smart enough to figure it out and make it a secret?
Well, obviously they don't want outsiders to get in.
Father's beard. That's how it starts.
What starts?
The revolution. They're having a coup.
No. It's probably like a party or something.
Parties? That's exactly what revolutions are about. I'm too young to have a revolution.
You're not sure why this random piece of bathroom scrawl is so important, but this is a great opportunity to impress them both. You confidently tell them, isn't it obvious? It's an exclusive download code for the internet's hottest multimedia dating sim, Human Prom. That's Polly's number. I don't know what either of these serve.
Gotta roll the die. Aw.
No. You take a deep breath and start the tale of Human Prom. When you mention that it's a dating sim, Liam stops you. A dating sim? That's so last decade. Too old to be cool, but too young to be vintage.
Last decade? That was the 2nd anniversary of the 3rd shooting of the Revolution's 11th in command. It can't be a coincidence. I'm calling father.
You hear a plane. It flies by in a second. A fairy treehouse.
Oh my gosh! I'm calling father.
Fairy dust falls down on your classmates. The ash of your mistakes. A glittery reminder that you're responsible for innocent
Oh
fairy
my
deaths.
gosh!
This one is on you, literally. Miranda's dad charges you for the rocket. You lose 2 money and 1 fine.
Oh my gosh! Oh man.
Spend that money.
Oof. Okay. Let's face it, you're probably trying to end up losing your money on some stupid way anyway, so why not spend it here first? It's called just being smart. Oh, there's stuff I'm too poor for?
Guess so.
Yeah, the cocaine is 10.
I like the hype station. But what do I need? Creativity's low.
You need nothing. Cal and I need things.
Yeah.
I don't know what these actually give you. Boldness? That's expensive. I'll get it. Oh yeah. Yeah, who would want to save money for their college funds when you can just spend on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's the spirit, champ.
Okay.
I'm my third again! Chat can't protect me from randomness.
All right.
Oh, that's she's like a cult.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As you approach the table, you see Vered delicately lifting a forkful of quinoa to her mouth. She brings lunch from home. When... Food, fork, 6, 8. Who do we delegate?
Deliciate.
Ah. Food, fork, 6, 8. Who do we deliciate? Eating, eating, yay, eating.
Aww.
Ah, Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders. For our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. You must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheerleading for Vera to eat food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera. In the walk-in freezer. The problem is obviously that you aren't dressed up as a giant salad.
Pretty good, though.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, sports cheerleaders just like giant steaks and drumsticks all the time. Or maybe that's just how they look when I'm really hungry. Whatever, let's dress up. Luckily, the school keeps some giant vegetable costumes in the auditorium for health presentations. You snag them and start cheering. Beets! Aggressive! Eat beets aggressive! There aren't any beets in this salad. It's just quinoa and the tears of my enemies. Vera's pissed, but she does eat her salad really fast just so that you'll leave her alone. Hooray for cheerleading!
Yay!
Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What? Do these 2 have bodyguards now? They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards.
Principal Giant Spider found out we aren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we're having an eating disorder.
And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle.
Death style.
Whatever. The point is that they don't let us leave until we've eaten our food.
Which will be never.
And I have a meeting in the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late.
If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful, like in a sexy way.
Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan.
Well.
She said in a sexy way.
With all the deftness and raw sexuality of an Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food onto Liam's plate and his lap. Stop that. It's too much food. I can't even artfully arrange it for a decent food pick.
Meanwhile, I seem to have eaten 100% of the food on my plate. No problem. Nothing to see here.
Luckily for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instantly believe Polly's lie. You traitors! I thought we were in this together!
You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think.
You and Polly ditch the cafeteria, and then ditch school, and then do so many drugs you end up in a ditch. So irresponsible.
Well, you're already dead, right?
Oh no!
She is. I don't know if I am. Am I the
I
zombie
think
guy?
you're like a zombie, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I gotta sit with them.
Going to the cult leader.
No. No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It's a melody of cold northern peaks, of glowing sweetness, of a supple bovine teat. The song of the Ice Cream Wizard! He's here! He's here! I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on something I don't like! Oh, goodness. The Ice Cream Wizard only comes at once per solstice during the hour of the ascendant pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with "This shit magic" painted on the side. Oh, so many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate broomstick? What about fear of death? A frozen cobra? Berserker berry blitz? A wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? If only someone would suggest a solution that is truly the most difficult problem I have ever faced. How boorish. Did someone say boorish? No, I said boorish, as in lacking social... Ah, I see. You did not mishear me after all, but were simply looking for an excuse to beat up the ice cream wizard. Joke's on you, Miranda. I'm never not looking for an excuse to beat up the ice cream wizard. Look at all this ice cream I got. This one lets you breathe underwater, and this one licks you. Ugh. You brigand, you thief! I got you some sugar blasted French slips. My reservation suddenly seemed to have vanished. Good, because I want to try this popsicle. The stick's supposed to reveal how I'm gonna die. Huh, who knew my death would involve so many bottlenose dolphins? To celebrate the ice cream heist, Damien takes you to the beach and doesn't even try to drown you.
Ooh.
Dang.
Everyone choose a food.
Mac and cheese.
Ice cream.
Crab. How plausible the chosen food would be as a vehicle for government mind control.
I mean, ice cream. It's already addictive. So all they gotta do is like mix in some.
Mac and cheese is so plentiful.
But there's a wizard for the
There's
ice cream.
so many different varieties of mac and cheese. It's easily prepared. Like, you make it in like 45 seconds in the microwave.
Well,
No, it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
It is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but
We know that because Evie can make her own mac and cheese.
I don't know if you guys ever been to a beach at night, but there are like thousands of crabs. It's like the sand is moving. That's because they're all planning.
We've never been to a beach.
Exactly.
It's because we're not affected
Yeah,
by the
but-
government like you are.
where the crabs are, people are not.
Yeah, because they don't want us to hear what's going on.
Yeah, but they're for government mind control. Like, they would need to be near people
The
with
crabs
minds to
all
control
have
them.
antennas.
No, but like, we eat them and they don't have antennas.
Because we eat the antennas. A burst! Check that out! Boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! Graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out that the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the walls and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, what an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason it's not a death stare this time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best. Push your luck. Finally, if you'd taken any longer to come over, I would have had to have my minions drag you here. Oh my. Listen, my date for tonight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I need to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends.
Oh.
Haha, just kidding, darling. You're not half bad.
Damn.
But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15 p.m. or the vultures will eat twice today. Did Vera just ask you out on a date? She did. This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now. But if you don't want this to become more than just a one-time thing, you better come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over.
You can borrow my corpse.
The head of her greatest enemy. You get your trusty decapitation axe out of storage and lop the head off of Zalagar Babcock, shape-shifting reptile human rights attorney. Luckily, reptoids don't bleed much. We're able to deliver the head in a delicate satin pouch on a silver tray. At dinner that night, Vera excitedly unties the drawstring and opens the bag. Oh, you shouldn't have. Because murder is a crime. But I'm glad you did it anyway. Zalgar has been such a pain ever since he discovered that I don't pay my child laborers, or some nonsense like that. How's a girl supposed to make a living when she's expected to pay every child that works for her? Vera later informs you that her actual greatest enemy is time itself, but you can't decapitate time in any way. It's a thought that counts. You gain charm and boldness.
Wow. Incredible.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I need fun. So outdoors we go. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember that you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the groovy
Musaka.
Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. You're minding your own business when Scott jogs up and gives you a friendly punch in the shoulder. It almost destroys you. Hey bro, I was just looking for you. The big game's today and I did a friendly face to pep me up. I know. We got cheerleaders for that, or whatever. But between you and me, bro, I don't think our cheerleaders are hype enough. They're supposed to be giving 110%, but they're giving like 107, 108 tops. That's why I need you to give 115% at the game tonight. So I can give 120, or even 135. Thanks, bro. Knew we could count on you. See you tonight. Scott bumps your fist and sprints off without even waiting for you to agree to this cheerleading scheme. You guess this is what it's like to be Scott's bro. So, what are you going to do to get him amped up at the game? Pick the other cheerleaders up and juggle them. I should be strong. Dress up like the full moon and perch at the top of the bleachers.
I like the bottom
Maybe
one.
he'll transform. Ah. They're both pretty good. I don't know.
Ooh.
I think the cheerleaders one sounds the best.
Really?
I'm so strong. So bold.
So bold!
That night you show up to
That's
the big
pretty bold.
game, ready to bring the motherfucking ruckus. At a critical moment when Scott got the ball, you sneak up on the cheerleading squad and hoist them skyward using a combination of telekinesis and buffness. The terrified screams reach a pitch only dogs can hear, which is actually super motivating for Scott. He scores! After the game, Scott catches up with you by the bleachers. Bro, that was sick! You threw those cheerleaders so high. They never threw each other that high. And after that, they were so scared from you throwing them up again, they gave like 160%. That's literally like 1,000 times more percent. You killed it, bro. Bring it in. Scott gives you the traditional post-game slap on the ass. You have a nice red handprint on there for days. Nice. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness.
Yeah.
Haha!
Treasure that
Oh,
handprint.
Oof.
Still broke his shit though.
Yeah, I know. I know. That day you spent some time in the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time, it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Liam and Damien stand over a pile of books Liam has gathered. They're scowling intently, as if the books have personally wronged them. Our school teacher's the most common, mainstream, basic material imaginable. I think there's only one thing we can do, really. Petition the school to include works of value. Burn the books. Damien, you're absolutely right. The fight against anti-intellectualism must be telegraphed in strong action, not just empty words. Damien snaps his fingers and the books burst into flames. You have to admit, between a petition and fire, fire is the much cooler option.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's at this exact moment that Crazy Martin chooses to appear. Oh no, no,
Crazy
not again. He always thinks these things are my fault, just because they are. I can't get detention. I'm seeing a nondescriptive yogurt resort concert this weekend, and the band only plays once in a blue moon when the lunar eclipse lines up with... There's no time to let Liam finish. Quick, step in and be the hero they need. Tell them there was a 3-horned paper gobbler on the loose that was planning to devour the entire collection. And burn down the entire library, no point of origin, no proof of culprit.
I think the demon would like the second one.
Yeah.
Probably not the vampire. You never know. He was on board burning.
It's your last chance for a great date.
What happened to Polly?
You can still ask her.
I don't know how the game
You're
works.
not drunk and or high
I
enough.
figured like, wow, true.
Yeah, you gotta really lean into, illicit substances of any type.
Nice.
You launch into a chilling tale of the dangers of 3-horned paper gobblers to the local ecosystem and libraries. The gobbler would surely have swallowed the whole library, you explain, if not for Liam's keen eyes and Damien's pyromania. Crazy Martin seems assuaged. The rivalry between werebears and paper gobblers is well documented.
Nice going, dude. You're a real lifesaver and afterlife saver.
Now we'll be able to make that nondescriptive yogurt resort concert after all. You can come too, as long as you don't do anything embarrassing, like enjoy yourself non-ironically. Oh man. Liam even implying he'd seen in public with you and Damien thinking you're useful, nailed it. You gain +2 charm and +1
You're all
bonus.
in the green.
Yeah, so much charm.
Yes!
Oh!
Oh, now's the time.
You get to just choose.
Oh, man. Alright, choose none of them. Depression. I choose
depression.
Borrow my corpse.
That's why you named yourself Depression.
That is pretty good. I feel like I have a good chance with either Vera or maybe Scott. I don't remember how many hearts I got.
I mean, you already went on a date with Vera. She's
true.
probably gonna kill you if you don't go with her. Maybe she'll kill you either way.
I love his face. Look at his face when you choose him. Like he goes from that to. Ooh. She just smiles very slightly. I'll see if Vera does it. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. By the way, you
I've
guys
only
can
got
choose
one
whoever you
choice.
want. Like, you don't have to choose, like, someone different than me. Aw, you guys look like such a cute couple. You can go for Liam or Polly.
Polly.
I'm gonna try Polly, yeah. I feel like I fucked up a bunch of stuff with Liam.
Oh.
You finally pluck up the courage to ask
go
you.
out on the prom with you. Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity, and not one of the crimes against humanity I enjoy perpetrating. Darn it! I thought that was gonna be
Me
good.
too.
Bye,
Yeah.
loser.
Oh no.
It's okay. You moved on from this horrible and shameful failure. It's the first time I failed. You become a functional person. Eventually, you meet a sweet banshee called Ash. Ooh. You shared a lot of common interests, and after dating for some years, you married. One day, in the middle of a casual conversation, you mentioned how you couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Despite your years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation until Ash abandoned you on the next day. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
thus you
funny.
live the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing. I love this game.
Oh boy. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you.
Aww.
No! No pause.
Nobody's getting the day.
No lead up, no nothing.
It's not you. It's
It's not you, it's me. And by that, I mean it's you.
See ya.
See ya.
Wow.
It all seemed pretty bleak, but you're a natural fighter, so you fought. For the right to marry your own hand, since that seemed like your last chance of finding love. Yay!
Yay.
Come on, Vicky, you're our last tale.
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? I don't know a lot about math, bro, but plus seems to equal a great night. But you plus me seems to equal a great night. Let me check our math book to be sure. This isn't a correct formula, but Scott is still thrilled by your upcoming prom date. Prom night was the best!
Oh my gosh, you guys look adorable.
The two of you got lost on your way to school and ended up having a crazy misadventure in a dungeon. That sounds a lot like my prom.
What?
Yeah.
By the time you finally arrived at prom, your bonds were tighter than ever. You learned a lot about
Bonds.
Scott. It turns out that aside from sports and cheerleading, he also loves the sky and stars.
Aw.
Gives you his own names to constellations. As if he knew the word astronomer. You're sure that he'd love to be one someday. Envy most likely start a cult. Scott's quote, "Life is like sports. Both are words with letters." This run, 0 secret endings found, 25 new events, 25 new outcomes, 25 out of 422 events.
See, you could play this game over and over and over and get a lot of crazy stuff.
25 out of 1,514 outcomes. That's insane.
And now, the post game.
The 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. You know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam and Scott co-wrote a weird, cheesy fanfic of 2 lights that became unexpectedly popular to the point where it turned into a well-known novel of its own. Half the characters are shirtless, for all the right reasons. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they are also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest invention so far are watermelon flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Pretty great.
Nice. You can go shooting?
Yeah, there was an option.
God.
The writing in this game is amazing.
Yeah.
Hats off to
Yeah,
all the
that's pretty
writers.
great.
The music and the graphics are really fun too.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
It is 4:43.
Oh, okay. See, those are the people, Aaron
Mentions and
Hansen and
whatnot.
Scott. If you turn the voices on, they do like short little bits at the beginning, but they don't read out everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same as like Dream Daddy or something like that, where like the characters have like voices, but they don't read all the dialogue. I love how they're in a band called the Player Characters. That's cool.
It is cool.
awesome guys.
My furry cutie patootie.
Oh, you just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird.
Nice.
Oh my
One
gosh.
night, no limits, dragon heat. You've unlocked 11 new images in the gallery.
That's pretty good. It took about 90 minutes.
I think so.
Cool. I gotta go check on the EV real quick.
Okay. Throw Calvin in this too.
Huh?
Said let me.
I didn't hear that.
Said let me throw Calvin in this too.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Eh,
Ah. So what do you think? You want to try a short one, or are we done?
I don't know. If we do a short one, it'll be after 6, probably.
All right, let me go through and bye, Don. Make sure I didn't miss anything as far as bits goes.
See ya.
I think so. And no questions.
The game estimates the short one is like 70 minutes long now.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Monster Prom is, I think it might be on sale. Let me check. Yep.
I think it's only like $5.
Yeah, Monster Prom's
Less
on
than
sale
$5
right now.
maybe.
It's $4.79 for the base game and about $8 for the bundle, which also has the second term.
Mm-hmm.
So if it seemed cool, check it out. Seems like the kind of thing that could be fun to play even by yourself, but you can also play it with other people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it again. I gotta find some of those secret endings.
Yeah, not to
Yeah.
spoil it, but there are some pretty great endings, apparently. Oh, and isn't it on sale right now?
It is.
Yeah.
See if there's any redemptions.
Any redemptions?
Nope. All right, cool stuff. So Eric should be streaming Half-Life 2 tomorrow. Also, don't forget that there's a poll live right now to replace Demon Slayer. You can find that at the website. And also patreon.com/Spinewave.
Yeah, Monster Prom, I have it under good authority that the bundle is worth getting. So the bundle is like $7.60 in US currency currently. So, yeah.
Yes,
Plenty
Berserk.
of replayability.
Vote Berserk.
Yeah, get the
Oh,
bundle.
nice, Pong.
Get the bundle, yeah, for sure. When was this released? It was released like 2 years ago? It's crazy. So much fun.
Calvin, did you finish Dream Daddy?
I did not, Bex.
We've never played it.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The only visual novel I've played, if you don't count Phoenix Wright, is one called Ever 17 Out of Infinity. It was very, very good. It's not really a dating sim, though. It's got full voice acting, but it's in Japanese.
Oh. No, we don't know it.
Okay, well, I guess that's gonna do it for this stream. Thanks, guys, for joining us. This was a lot of fun. Maybe we'll go to Monster Prom
Yep.
again sometime. Try to get Aaron and Eric into it.
Yeah, that'd be
I
great.
think that could be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I could have gotten Scott if I'd asked him first. Ah, never know now.
We'll never know. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye.